Yup, what's up with it? This your boy Nuni back with another reading. This is gonna be a reading for the sign of Leo. Leo. Anyway, let's see what we got shaking and baking for y'all. I'm a little late. Alright, so we got a breakthrough. Alright, so you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius. Alright, this could also be like a sudden awakening or a sudden epiphany that's coming your way. Or it's just like a situation that jolts you into action. Alright, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's gonna be unexpected messages, communication, unexpected conversation you're going to have with somebody who's curious about you. They're curious about having a potential relationship with y'all in whatever capacity that is. So through this person or through this communication or through this conversation that you're going to have, you're going to learn something new. All right, you may become aware about yourself, or you may become aware about maybe this person's motives, or you may become aware of just kind of something. You're going to learn something, all right, because of a random interaction that you have with this person. This could be a creative or a very expressive person. So they're going to be a lot more persistent, or they're going to be very persistent towards you. So this may be like shocking behavior. Hey there, Corby. This could be like shocking behavior. They may just unexpectedly become generous. And this could be like generous of spirit, where they're sharing more of like their feelings, their emotions. Maybe they, just some of y'all, they may even try to like create an opportunity for you guys to kind of like isolate and talk and chat. Hey y'all, good morning, good morning. 7K, Kimmy, Wiz. What's up, y'all? Good morning. All right, so this person's going to do something unconventional or unusual, or this, like I said, this conversation that you're going to have is unusual because they're being maybe more receptive, well, more expressive, more social, more talkative. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, because they're just finding you guys maybe to have more like a star-like quality, or just maybe really you really stand out. You kind of like, I'm gonna say isolate, but it's not just isolate. It's just that you are different. That's what I could say. So maybe this person just is starting to feel different, or something, or maybe they're viewing you differently because of the Gemini energy, because now they're becoming curious. Or in general, it could just be people. Or in general, you just become curious about something because of a random interaction that you have. So one of the ways it's going to happen. And if that's the case, during time alone is where you're going to start like realizing stuff like, oh, so it's like in hindsight. All right. All right. So we got, yeah, you're going to have a lot more people on you, a lot of people talking to y'all. So you could be getting like good news or good communication from somebody who's like been around for a while. So you know what? It's just like neighbors, strangers, people who've been around for a while just start talking to you. You know what I mean? So you may just feel like super social, super creative. Like, maybe you're finding new ways to like interact with people, or you're finding new ways to connect with people, or they're finding like unusual ways to connect with you and find similarities. They may even be proposing that you guys cooperate to do something together. So it could be like a creative venture, or maybe like, let's go do something to have fun. So these may have been even opportunities that you might have overlooked at one time, or these may have been people who overlooked you at one time. They're starting to see you guys with a new lens. Like they may be seeing you guys as kind of like spontaneously wild, maybe like, maybe they're even a little bit like regretful of maybe not like getting to know you on a deeper level when they first saw you. Cause like sometimes it could be like maybe standoffishness, guardedness, you know what I mean? Maybe it's ignorance at times too, because maybe you're not like them. You didn't act how they would have acted, or you didn't behave or carry situations in the way that they would have carried it. So there could sometimes be that feeling of like, almost like you don't matter, or like you're always in the wrong, or we could do without you. But now this is somebody who's feeling like wanting to share more of themselves, or wanting to express more of themselves. Even if this is a relationship like a past partner, this is somebody who regrets maybe going in another direction, or not taking the risk when the opportunity was presented. Maybe they seen all the reasons for why the connection couldn't have worked out. Maybe it just kind of, maybe it could have seen like for why anything couldn't have worked out. Maybe it was like at one time they couldn't have seen their way in this situation. Maybe they were overlooking the obvious. Maybe you were overlooking the obvious. It gives a sense of like people wanting to interact with you or talk to you more, or like speak up around you more. You know what I mean? And you're having that confidence to do the same. So I kind of feel like you guys are inspiring each other in that same light. And it's either maybe you guys are viewing each other differently, or you guys are viewing the situation differently. Sometimes because Five of Pentacles gives me like a roommate vibe. Sometimes it could just be like because we're closer, because we've grown closer over time. You know what I mean? Like it's like almost like a community, because we got Aquarius energy, and Gemini is like a third house energy. Aquarius is an 11th house energy. So these are like friends, but these are people who feel like family. So these are probably interactions either with partners, friends, coworkers, whoever you see maybe on like an irregular or regular basis, starting to view you differently. Like let's say we were at work, we were at school, we were, I don't know, at the gym, wherever you go, like on a day-to-day basis, people who see you irregularly or see you regularly are now wanting to take a risk or an opportunity to like open themselves up to y'all, or at least be more receptive to you guys. So they're going to take off this nonchalant attitude, or you may be taking this energy off, and then like, because you're going to get a lot of communication, a lot of, it could maybe this could be maybe comments, this could be maybe, I don't know, calls, texts, emails. It's just communication, you know what I mean? Sometimes even from like people who are spokespeople or people who are good at like public relations. So you'll probably be either interacting with a lot of people like that shortly, because they're kind of interested about you guys. Also, I want to say some of y'all may be doing like a random ass interview just out of nowhere, you know what I mean? And I really do mean like out of nowhere, because I got a lot of spontaneous energy. I got the Fool, I got the Uranus, I got Sextile, which means that the circumstances that are coming your way are going to be useful for you in the long run. They're going to help you learn a skill set or an ability that you've always had. Like it's called a latent gift, or like a hidden gift. So a hidden ability that you've always had is going to work. Some of y'all is just for being funny or being entertaining or being a little quirky and like making it work for you. You know what I mean? So like maybe you're not like, let's say that you're, I don't know how I can explain it, but like I always think of like, because I'm black, so I always think of like black kids that be gothic. You know what I mean? Not saying that you have to be that way or that you were that way, but like people who like are like, even me, I'm a black male, straight male in tarot. So like that could be what other people recognize as like, oh shit, you're like doing your own thing. And maybe at one time I would have thought that was like kind of weird or quirky or questionable, but now I'm kind of open to it because I'm curious about you. I want to know more about you. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. So like maybe something that you guys do spontaneously or just randomly whenever they view you or see you, they're going to be wanting to communicate more and hold conversation. So people are just curious about you because you got a couple people here. You got 3 people at least. All right. So you may also notice that you guys are able to get out of like complex situations or difficult situations. Like it's not as hard for you guys that, I mean, you guys don't get like caught up in like your own, what do they call it? You don't get caught up in like negative self-talk anymore because of these interactions you have. So you'll stop doubting yourself. You'll start feeling a lot more connected either to like your environment or just overall to like maybe yourself. But now it gives like more like an environment. Like you'll feel a lot more comfortable, a lot more connected to the environment, maybe even to the people around you. Maybe they're inviting you in a lot more because it won't feel like strangers, or you won't feel like a stranger in a certain place. Like wherever you go, you're going to feel liked or enjoyed. You know what I mean? Just for your unusual talents or just for your unusual little quirks that you have about yourself. Like maybe sometimes it could be like your characteristics, like your facial features or maybe your body. Sometimes it could be like your language, the way that you communicate, because we do got Gemini energy here. It can also be like the way that you think. The way you think may also inspire people to take action in ways that they may have been afraid to. They may notice that you are willing to do it because you could be taking a lot more bold action because of like the encouragement that's coming your way. There's going to be a lot of encouragement coming your way because you're going to notice it. You're going to notice it. It's going to be overwhelming. So that's how you're going to notice it. All right. So some of y'all could even be like, because I've always seen your range as being like going viral. But if you don't like do content, maybe sometimes, like, because you never know, you may post a TikTok, post an Instagram reel, or post a post that just kind of go crazy. Sometimes people just post pictures and don't even know that other people are feeling that vibe that day. You know what I mean? So something like that's happening because you guys are going to be connected, which just means that everything is working out in your favor. You know what I mean? So there's another storyline I want to tell y'all. So some of y'all who may be spending like time alone, that's where you guys are going to be learning some type of gift. Or it could be intuitive, or it could just be a being highly sensitive to like details, to changes, to like sudden changes. So this could be like maybe you feel changes in the air, changes in the weather, changes in like other people's vibes. You kind of just like start to sense and pick it up, but you'll notice it through patterns and not necessarily through like feeling. You'll notice it through patterns. So you may start like having more of like a sudden pattern recognition of things, like, oh shit, I seen that. I didn't see it before. I see it now. I see it now. And it's going to actually inspire you guys to start taking risk in other areas where you guys wouldn't. You know what I mean? Because like, okay, I know what I need to do. I know what this next step is because I've seen that similar pattern before. It could be in other areas, but you kind of know what that pattern implies. So you're like, okay, I'll just follow this route, or I'll take the action in this way because I've seen it work out like this before. All right. So what else? Do I need to give you anything else? I think, oh, let's look at the T. Let's see what the T is real quick. So what's the T on Leo real quick? What we got? The T on y'all. Moves in silence. You guys could be a fun time though. Can't fully trust them. So the T is that you move in silence. So you're sneaky. The T is that you guys are sneaky, and that you have friends who keep you guys as competition. So your friends are competing against you. So, on the low. Okay. So they feel like you always okay, you know what it is? Your friends feel like you guys always get what you desire. That's a T on y'all. Your friends feel like y'all always get what y'all desire and you're never grateful. You guys don't appreciate what you get. So they also feel like you guys be forcing your way or forcing them to see things your way. So they really feel like you get your way a lot. That might be really what it is. You know what I mean? So you need to know that you got karmic friends or people who are around who can't be fully trusted. You know what I mean? It says can't fully trust them, tension, secret competition, keep your friends close and enemies closer. So friends that you have around probably are watching. Maybe you guys are having this unexpected glow up or this spontaneous type of energy where it's like, you know what? I'm fitting to just kind of like act out. You guys may just be that might just be what it is. You guys are just acting out. Maybe you're the one acting unusual, you know what I mean? And people are feeling left out or feeling overlooked by you. So maybe that's possible. But I just gave a whole bunch of different scenarios of how this may play. So also start feeling for like anxiousness. Start feeling that. Where if you be around people and you feel anxious, kind of take note to that. Take note. Sometimes it means that you need to communicate, or it just means that maybe you're not being in the right place. Maybe you need to move away from that area. You know what I mean? So start paying attention to that feeling. Anyway, signs you guys could be. Oh wait, let me give you advice. Advice. You crashing out for real, huh? I feel you. What's up, y'all? What's up? Good morning, y'all. All right, so we got self-criticism. We, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace those thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things. All right, so some of the signs you guys probably could be entertaining or dealing with during this time could be an Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, Sag, Cancer, Aquarius, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini. All right. So, oh yeah, I said Aquarius. Okay, cool. All right. So, Leo, that was y'all reading. Thank y'all for being here. Also, if you guys got Taurus, if you guys got Taurus in your chart, I'm finna do them next. So anyway, thank y'all for being. Oh, we got 20. Oh, here's moving up in the world. Okay, we got 24 likes. Damn, that was nice. Okay, anyway, thank y'all for being here. Thanks for the support. Y'all have a great day. Don't let them stress y'all out today. It's a Saturday. We gotta enjoy it. Anyway, I'm gone.